Hello, class ninth. Today we will start with a new chapter from civics, that is, what is democracy? Why democracy? This is the second chapter of civics, and we are starting our civics from second chapter because first chapter has been removed from the syllabus by NCERT. Now let's start the chapter with our first topic, what is democracy? As we all know that we are living in a country which is known as a democratic country. Now, what is a democratic country or what is democracy? A simple definition is a democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. But this simple definition is not adequate. It reminds us that democracy is people's rule. But if we use this definition in an unthinking manner, we would end up calling almost every government that holds an election a democracy. So, to understand democracy, it is important to know about the features of democracy or a democratic government. So, let's start the features of democracy. The first feature of democracy is major decision by elected leaders. The first feature of democracy is that the rulers are elected by the people. It means that in democracy, only those people have the right to taking decision in behalf of the citizens who are elected by them. Now take an example. In 2002, Pakistan had elections. Elected representatives had some powers, but the final power rested with military officers and General Pervez Musharraf itself. Now, here you can see that the real power was with some external power and not with locally elected representatives. So, you cannot call this a democratic rule. Now, come to the next feature of democracy, which is free and fair electoral competition. This means a democracy must be based on free and fair election, where those currently in power have a fair chance to losing. This means that holding election of any kind is not sufficient. The election must offer a real choice between political alternative. It means different political parties. And it should be possible for people to use this choice to remove the existing ruler if they wish so. Now again, take an example. In China, elections are regularly held after every 5 years. But before contesting election, a candidate needs the approval of Chinese Communist Party. Only those who are the member of this party or their alliance party are allowed to contest election. Another example is in Mexico, since 1930, they are holding elections. But until 2000, every election was won by a party called PRI. Why this is so? Because PRI was known to use many dirty tricks to win election. In Mexico, people seem to really have a choice, but in practice, they had no choice. There was no way the ruling party could be defeated. Opposition party did contest, but never managed to win that. That's why democracy must be based on free and fair election. That's for today. We will discuss another topic next.